Hi there, Internet. It's Anthony. And I figured I would just come and do a little bit of a check in or an update or whatever you want to call it, since it's been a minute since I posted on YouTube. And I got a lot of comments today, not a lot, but a few comments, saying that they thought they might have seen me on a recent episode of The Walking Dead that aired yesterday, I believe. So, first of all, I'm here to say yes, the rumors are true. I was in The Walking Dead, and yes, I am about to become the next main character on the show. That was just a little introduction. No, I'm just playing. I was an extra. I was an extra in the background, being like a survivor or something. So, yeah, it was cool. It was like I had no idea that that episode was about to come out yesterday, so this was definitely a surprise that, to hear people say this. And I didn't know how much I was going to be visible in it. So, I'm glad that you could actually see me and recognize me. But that is pretty cool. I guess I figured you might be kind of interested in hearing some about the experience. Maybe, I don't know. It was an interesting experience. I just got it through Facebook. On Facebook you can go to casting agencies and look for things to sign up for. They give you an email. You usually send them a headshot and whatever. It's not that hard really, because you're just in the background. Like, they're not really looking for like Leonardo DiCaprio or something. So yeah, it was like around August or September of last year, I think, that it was filmed, that I was on it. And it was about 3 weeks total that I was pretty consistently doing stuff with The Walking Dead. Like maybe 3 to 4 weeks there. Because not necessarily every single one of those days of those weeks I was working and was on set there. But the way they do it, they oftentimes have you hold a lot of days. Like I might like hold a whole week or just hold like 4 days and then only work one day that week, because their schedule moves around so much. They don't know when they're going to do what for sure. So sometimes they'll just have you hold a day just in case. So a lot of those days I was just being paid even though I wasn't actually on set, but I would still oftentimes have to drive down to their studios in Sonoya in order to COVID test and whatnot. So I would still be down there a lot, but not really necessarily on set and spending the whole day there. And you get paid extra for the COVID test as well, because that's a whole drive and a trip in and of itself. So it's pretty cool. Like I was of course worried going into it about spoilers, because at the time I went there I was only on season 6 of the show. Right now I'm on season 7, by the way, on my Patreon. I know on YouTube I'm on like season 5 because I'm so behind and just have not been doing a good job of keeping it up to date. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, at the time I think I was maybe at like the beginning of season 6. So characters like Negan, for instance, hadn't even been introduced yet. So I had no idea what to expect going in there. I'm like, am I about to just get spoiled like crazy? It seemed kind of unavoidable, but I figured it was worth the experience. It seemed like it would be a cool little fun thing to do, since it's a show that I watch and even react to actually get to spend some time on the set of the show and everything. I figured it would be pretty cool, and it was. So yeah, I wouldn't say that I got super spoiled too much, but there are some things that I now know are coming, and I'm just interested to see how they're gonna play out, and how they'll unfold. But one thing about it, just in term, if you're wondering about the actual experience on set, it's not like it's super obvious what's happening. Like, it's not like whatever you saw, it probably made sense to you, but it didn't make any sense to me, because everything is filmed out of order. You can't really hear what the actors are saying sometimes, because you might be across the room from them and they're talking low. So like the microphone is picking them up, so we hear them fine on TV, but if you're actually in the room, you might not hear anything. But I say all that to say that I didn't really know what was happening in the story. So from that aspect, I wasn't super spoiled of what's happening. The only ways I was really spoiled was in seeing characters who are still alive, so I know that they don't die. And then of course there was a lot of characters I didn't see, so I'm like, that means they could just not have been on that episode, or not have been in those scenes, or maybe they died. So I don't know. That's kind of the fun part about it, that guessing game. So I don't know what you saw, because I haven't seen it yet, and I honestly don't plan on looking at it until I actually get to that point in the show, just because for one, I want to have a natural reaction to it when I do see it. I don't want to have seen it already. And also, if I were to try to watch it now, then I would definitely be spoiling myself even more, you know? So I don't even want to know too much about it. I don't know how much I appear. I don't know, like, because the thing was, I was definitely in multiple scenes, like in multiple places, sometimes multiple locations, but I don't know how much that actually made it in, because sometimes you can do a lot and then not show up at all. So I don't know whether you just see me for like a glimpse for a second and y'all just caught it, but yeah, I don't even want to know. So don't say anything too specific in the comment section because I want to be surprised in the reaction. But apparently, I was at least visible enough for y'all to actually see and recognize me, which is pretty crazy because I was wondering if that would happen. But yeah, it was definitely a fun experience. I saw a lot of the actors, and it was cool. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan was really funny behind the scenes. Like he kept on making jokes about like the clothes they had us wearing, and he called us like a hippie group or something. He said, I forget exactly what he said, but yeah, it was definitely cool. Like the actor that plays, which was a spoiler for me, Maggie's son, had a lot of energy. That was really interesting. Well, that's not a spoiler, but I mean, in where I'm at in the show right now, she's still just pregnant. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Like, yeah, so got to see a lot of the actors up close and everything. That was pretty cool. Got to, try to make faces that matched with the situation that was going on. It was an overall fun experience. They had us wearing some interesting get ups and whatnot. Overall, fun experience, and I figured I would just kind of come in and talk about that for a bit in case you were interested in hearing about it. Otherwise, on the not having uploaded much front, I wish I had like some amazing great reason. It's really just that I started the channel in 2020 when the world was totally shut down from the pandemic, so I had a lot more time on my hands. And now I'm kind of, I've just been busier. Like I do, as you may or may not know, I don't know how much I mentioned it, I do video production. Like I, just do a lot of work with various companies and businesses, like corporate work, events, music videos, short films, all sorts of stuff like that. I've been working on some independent, movies and stuff, as like DP or just other positions with friends. I've also been working on various movies and TV shows as like a production assistant and all this type of stuff. This film work. I've been doing a lot of editing for my various clients. So that type of stuff just takes up a lot of time. And I'm not gonna lie, I just haven't had the energy or the feeling of, or the desire to really want to sit and edit reaction videos recently. And so I guess I've just been falling behind with them. And I guess I could just hire somebody to edit them, but I don't know. I've just been being weird about it. So that's really the only thing. I have been posting on Patreon still, somewhat consistently sometimes, although I think I've been kind of falling off with my consistency on Patreon recently too. But I'm trying to definitely get back up on that, because I just record it and just post it. So I have been posting on Patreon, but I do want to get back into YouTube, not just with Walking Dead, but with Buffy too, because like I have a lot of ideas for where I can take this channel. That's not just reaction videos to TV shows, because that's not really what I want to do long term. So I don't know. We'll see. But I do want to at least finish or do some type of version of finishing these reactions to these TV shows that I've started, like The Walking Dead and whatnot. So it's just I will try, since I'm posting this video, to start posting again, because sometimes it's also kind of awkward. I'm like, dang, if I post now, will anybody even care? But I don't know. I'm sure I know that you're waiting. People have asked me about it, and I appreciate you for being patient, because there have been other times where I didn't post for a while, and then I posted and people were still in the comments talking. I'm like, dang, y'all, wow, I thought you forgot about me. So it's definitely a good feeling, and I do feel bad that I keep on just like dropping off the face of the earth when it comes to YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not anything bad. It's not like I'm like, having a bad time or anything why I'm not here. I've just been busy. All right, so yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this, and thank you for not totally forgetting about me. I'm gonna start coming back around here and getting back on that YouTube stuff, because I know it's been a few months and I've been falling off. But I'm gonna get back on that wagon, or something, whatever the proper term would be, for me to actually start being a responsible content creator that is consistent and lives up to his word. Whatever phrasing I need to do, whatever figure of speech corresponds with that, I'm going to start doing that. Okay? I hope. No, seriously, I will. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Just wanted to let you know I'm still alive. So that's it. I will see you all later.